All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back here, Episode 3. We got the draft. We're going to be covering some prospects today. You're watching that Zone panel hosted by Shane. We got Preston, Aiden here. We're going to be breaking down some of the players. We're going to be doing a mock draft as well. And let's get after it. We're going to be focused on rounds one and two.
It's gonna be a great episode, boys.
All right, let's get it. I'm gonna. Ooh,
All right. Higgins, you're going to screen share, right?
you're all right.
Sweet.
We see it.
Let's get it going.
Yep.
All right. So obviously, I'll take over for round one, pick one. You know.
Yeah. Boy, I wonder who.
Clear
Oh, I
cut.
want. Oh, I wonder who. Let's go. Diego Pate, and then we're gonna go. So everyone knows that this consensus number one overall pick, 6'5", round 225. He,
Absolutely.
I have him compared to a Andrew Luck type because he knows how to read the field a lot better than a lot of other quarterbacks. He's not the fastest, but he does have an arm and he does have really good accuracy. I mean, there's not much you could say, but
My pro comp for Fernando Mendoza, I got Sam Bradford. If you look back, no, no, this is not crazy. Strong arm, big guy. Um, you'd think for how big he was, he'd have a little stronger arm, but he has enough power to get the ball anywhere. He's coming out of an offense that was primarily a one read offense. Um, but he hasn't thrown an interception in the red zone since I think what was it, 2024.
Yep.
that
So
was very
he's a lock to be the number one pick.
Very
It's a lock.
disappointing. Yeah, he's really pro ready as of right now.
Very pro ready.
very all right. So here's Shane. You can. What do you want?
Pick
Pick
two,
two.
baby. My Jets. Garrett Wilson shirt. I think it's going to be a debate between Arvell Reese and Ruben Bain. Me personally, I want Arvell Reese. I want Arvell Reese in my three-man front coming off the edge as one of my outside backers. I think it's a can't miss pick. I really think he has all pro written all over him. I think he's a lot more polished than people give him credit for too.
I think that's true. I think you can't miss with either of these two. I think this is
Hmm.
more like a Aiden Hutchinson and Trayvon Walker, where Ruben Bain is more NFL ready, but Arvell Reese has a really, really high ceiling compared to Ruben Bain. And I just think Arvell Reese is more of a athlete and instead of Ruben Bain, it's like he's only an edge rusher. Like Arvell Reese can edge rush, he can play the field, he can cover, he can do it, he can be in the run game and everything.
I think the Jets are going to get turned off by Ruben Baines, like hilar hilariously small, short arms.
Yeah,
It's weird, but he has like T-Rex arms. Not that it matters because he can like forklift people with one arm,
yeah.
but Arvel Reese is pound for pound the strongest guy you will ever watch. If you turn on an Ohio State game, the guy jumps off the screen. Now we get to pick three here.
I'm
Preston,
thinking,
what you
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
for the Cardinals?
If Bane's still on the board, I really don't see another
I
pick there.
was I
I
was
think
thinking like I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. I think the first three picks is gonna be Mendoza, Reese, and then Bane.
Hmm.
Not, it
I
may
think there's a
not be in
possible
order.
trade out.
Yeah, totally. But I think whoever is at three ends up picking Bane.
Mhm.
I was more going in the route with Francis Malgoa, the tackle from U Miami, only because like they already have decent edge rushers and it's like a bunch of that. And from all the other mocks I've seen Malgoa go here, but I do agree with both of you on that. That I think it's going to be a trade out.
Yeah, who do you guys think could trade into pick three there?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking maybe the
so
Commanders.
yeah, the Commanders, I can also see possibly possibly Cleveland. They have two
Ooh.
firsts. They have ammo. It's a question of do they believe in Shadur Sanders enough to want to trade away assets this year that they could trade away that second first round pick maybe for a first next year in a stack QB class and give Shadur the year. Um, but this is what it comes down to. If they want to protect Shadur, I could see them moving up. That's why they kind of come to mind for me.
I can totally.
Oh, yeah, I can't trade up here because I'm not paying for this right now.
No, yeah, we'll stick with it.
But you guys can choose. I don't like me personally. I agree with Preston on Ruben Bain. I also
I
agree
think
with
Ruben Bain.
you want to
Yeah,
go Ruben Bain. I
yeah,
will go.
I
Okay.
see Bane going there.
All right.
This is a lock here. This is a lock.
Say
The
it. Give it to
Tennessee
me.
Titans,
Give it to me.
Robert Saleh picking at pick four. David Bailey screams Robert Saleh. It's written all over him. David Bailey, say what you want about him. He is a 11, 12 sack guy. He is a Tennessee Titan. It is written in stone already. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
can't.
Great
I'm not
take.
gonna. I'm not gonna
Great
say
take. I'm not
much.
even going to argue with you at
Yeah.
all on that.
I just can't say. I hate Texas Tech edge rushers ever since Tyree Wilson.
He's so ugly. If you ever watch him play, he's so ugly. He wears number 31.
Yeah,
He doesn't wear any gloves.
yeah, he
It's like
really is
he's
nice on the field.
I
It
mean,
really is.
like it.
but his first step is insane.
He's
You
so
you watch him play, he beats the tackle off the line every play. It's insane. The question mark for him is run defense and kind of being pushed off the ball just due to being naturally smaller in size.
right.
But
Exactly.
his pass rush alone will make him a top
100%.
five pick.
I think this is he's the better edge rusher to come from Texas Tech. Like coming from Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson's a unit. Like he's tall. He's lengthy. He has a really good like uh wingspan. But David Bailey is just so fundamentally sound. Like you said, he looks like shit on the field. Like he can't dress for anything. He looks like me out there. But like he's like
No
he's
aura whatsoever
no
on his.
or. So we get to five, right? And this can go in three different directions. It
This
can
could get
go.
interesting.
It can
Yeah.
go. You can go the Caleb Downs route, the Carnell Tate route, or the Jordan Tyson route. So
I don't think
I
Jeremiah Love is off the board here
Yeah,
either. I
I
don't think
don't.
he's off the
really, I
board.
think I think he's off the board only because they have Scadaboo and Tyron Tracy still, and I think they're gonna.
Scadaboo's coming off injury.
Yeah,
Tyrone Tracy is mediocre.
Yeah.
Devin Singletary.
The type of
That's
yeah,
all
yeah,
I see.
exactly.
And
The type of player that what is his name? Scadaboo. The type of player he is, I don't see him having a lot of longevity anyways. And he may end up having a few good seasons, but at the end of the day, he's just it's not sustainable the way he plays. And I
we
think
know how much Harbaugh loves his running
yeah,
backs too.
hmm
But we'll
100%.
no,
see. I could
Um,
very well see them going to Carnell Tate here. I don't
yeah,
know about you
yeah,
guys.
I was just about to say that. I think
double up here with Neighbors and Tate. I think
it's
that would.
been it's been mocked
I
with
think
them.
I think I think they go receiver here only because they're in the middle of somewhat of a rebuild here, and they kind of have a few pieces like right now with Scadaboo. I see them having a bigger need as another receiver. I think they're going to stick with Scadaboo throughout at least this year.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, I think they go for a receiver here,
yeah. I
Yeah,
also I also don't want to rule out a trade down. Like with
trading
and
up.
that's
this
possible. I'd wonder who would trade up.
I'm I
Um,
think I'm thinking maybe the Cowboys.
Maybe to
I'm
go
thinking maybe
love
the Cowboys because
Cowboys.
they love Caleb Downs, and it's just
I feel like
I
this is a
think
little high,
yeah. But when you get a
but
guy, you want a guy. You get it. It's like,
yeah, I think
but
Carnell Tate's kind of the best pick here.
Yeah.
you want to hear what I forgot to bring up for the Titans pick. I
Who?
forgot
What's
to
that?
bring up. I think the Bengals might trade up for either the Titans or Cardinals pick because they want an edge rusher because they're not going to bring back
Hendrickson. Yeah,
Henderson. They're
that's
not going to bring back like they have Shamar Stewart, and look how that turned out. Oh,
they don't have a
Hmm.
lot of money to play with in free agency,
yeah.
so they may need to find someone in the draft here. Do they have enough assets to trade up though? Is the question.
I don't know. I mean, that just comes into play with like, oh, do you want to get rid of and just go completely new? You want to trade a Shamar Stewart to them? Just get rid 1 year done. Because I think if they want to trade up to three, Ruben Bain is just he's that guy.
I think those both of those edge rushers are pretty much locks to be
Yeah.
very elite talent in this league.
All right. What do you guys think for this one?
Got Browns on the clock. Hmm.
I'm thinking receiver because Jerry Judy is not.
Yeah, I mean you got to give Shador some help if you really think he's going to progress.
Shane, what we thinking?
Going back a little bit to the Giants pick,
Yeah.
the reason I can see the Bengals trading up is because the Browns their most likely pick I feel like is a tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Maui Gowa is on the board. Spencer
Mm-hmm.
Fano is also on the board. Um, I would I could see the Browns taking Maui Gowa here. Um, and then we'll see. I think that Bengals pick, I think that Bengals pick they will if the Cardinals don't take a tackle, I think the Bengals stick and pick. If the Cardinals do take one of the tackles, I think you see the Bengals try to move up to the Giants
Okay.
and beat the Browns out for Spencer Fano because I think Maui Gow is probably going to be the first tackle off the board.
So we thinking about Gal for the Browns?
Yeah,
I
I
like that.
think you write that in stone. It was brutal to watch the rotation of linemen coming in there.
Right.
Um, you want to be able to evaluate Shadur Sanders. He's not the most loved player by all the fans. The fans seem like they're kind of 50-50 on him. I think if you draft a tackle, give him kind of that supporting cast a little bit, it'll help him out.
100% agree. You got to see what he can do with some actual talent and some actual production here to see if he may end up being their franchise guy. Because right now, he's
You
got
can't tell.
there's no way. There's no way of telling.
So this is a little bit weird. Caleb Downs was mocked from anywhere from 2 to 12, and he's still on the board for the Commanders.
I got the Commanders sticking and picking him.
Yep.
Really, I'm
I, if
thinking.
he's
I'm
there at
thinking.
7, I don't really see a. I mean,
I'm thinking there too. I'm also maybe leaning towards a Jeremiah Love. They have Bill, they have Krosky Merritt, but as me and Preston know, and all of you guys know, who had him in
He's
fantasy,
he's nothing crazy.
he's not that. He's nothing crazy,
insanely over
and
going into the season.
I think it's a 50-50, but I do agree with Shane. I think they stick and pick with Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs could very well be the best player in this
I
draft.
think he will be. I think he's going to be better than Kyle Hamilton.
I
I
think the only reason Caleb Downs is not a top five pick is because he's a safety. And how much do you value safeties? I think the Commanders' defense taking Caleb Downs and having him really be the commander back there in the secondary would do a lot for him.
Yep.
And it'll help them down the stretch in the playoffs too, because you look in their division, Cowboys are going to have, CeeDee Lamb,
Mhm.
probably George Pickens coming back. The Giants, we have them getting Carnell Tate. They already have Malik Neighbors. You got to have guys in the secondary.
100%.
I think Caleb Downs is the best pick for the Commanders in this scenario.
I think he's most pro ready in my opinion coming into this draft. I
Mm,
think last year he would have been a first round pick. Um,
100%.
I really do think he's going to provide a lot of value there at pick 7.
I think we're all in
Yep.
agreement with this pick on number 8.
Let's
I
hear it.
think I think they go in the direction of Jeremiah Love. You know,
Hmm.
I
It's
I,
getting old.
I think yeah, they do have Devin Neal,
See, I would
which
love to see. I would love to see Jeremiah Love picked here, only because I do not want the Chiefs to get him.
amen, amen,
Yeah.
brother, amen, amen. But the only they drafted
I can
Devin
see them
Neal.
going Jordan Tyson now. I do
I
think
could
that's a
see
very
that.
big
Could see
possibility.
that. Yeah, pair him with give Shuck a good pairing there with him and Olave. I don't hate Shuck. Like I really think
I like Chuck.
I really think he was undervalued going into the draft and kind of not a big name at all. Um,
Hmm.
really had a solid season with what he was, dealt over there in New Orleans.
And people forget he's like coming into the draft last year. I had a first round grade on Chuck. People are like, oh, he's old. He's also 6'5" and
Right.
athletic,
Hmm.
and can read a defense very well. I think what didn't help him to the large public was that combine clip of him of him just whiffing on like a
Yep.
short throw. That
Yeah.
was kind of funny. But
Hmm.
Shuck, he's just a lock. I feel like he's just the definition of solid. He's not gonna necessarily win you games, but he's not gonna lose you games. He's a good quarterback.
Right.
Picking Love here.
So,
I think they stick with Love. I think they got Olave.
I
I
got I
think
got Tyson here.
you got Tyson.
It's up to P-Whip.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Love, just because. Um,
He doesn't want the Chiefs to
first
get
thing-
him.
partially because I don't get with them, but I do think they need to find a replacement relatively soon for Kamara. He's old.
So yeah, I think the question becomes is how much do they trust Devin Neal? Because Devin Neal came in and
Well,
he
it's
hadn't.
a another thing too is it's a running back. You don't need to have a lot of trust. A running back can be solid, and you cannot just be by solid. I mean, okay. He can just be okay, and your offense could be very good.
Right.
Um, so
I'm
it's
thinking.
you could go Jeremiah Love here. I
No,
don't. It would make
I'm
sense.
I'm leaning more towards Jordan Tyson. I think I know I just said Jeremiah Love, but now the more that I think about it, with Shane saying that, you don't really have to. I mean, we saw Zamir White start for the fucking Raiders one year, and look how that turned out. But
No,
I
there's.
mean,
I mean, up
I
until the Bills had nobody at running. Like Singletary was back for what? Like, and they
but
were still very successful. There's a
it's
lot of
just
things like that.
I think it's just based on how generational, how great do you think Jeremiah Love is going to be?
Is he worth
Yeah.
Is he
taking him
worth?
that early? Because that's early for a running back.
Yep.
If if uh if the Saints don't take him, obviously the Chiefs are going to take Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, I'm cool
Yeah.
with Tyson here. I think that would
I
make a lot of sense.
I think it goes either way. 8 and 9 is going to be Love or Tyson. So
Right.
I think we're going to stick with Tyson at
I
eight,
like
and
that.
then
And then
we're going to go obviously Love
Triple
at
J
9,
City is gonna.
which is going to suck because I'm going to have to face Jeremiah Love twice a year with our awful run defense. But
I think the pick here at pick 10, I think the Bengals go Spencer Fano. I was talking about it before. He's going to be the second tackle taken off the board.
Mhm.
Um, pick 10's are right about the range I see him going in.
Yep.
I think he's the pick here. Joe
I like
Burrow needs
he,
needs to
so
be
Joe
protected.
Burrow is so unbelievably good, and they just have not been able to protect him or give him a defense of any sort. And I'm kind of interested to see, with a solid O line here, kind of how it would play out. So I like that pick a lot.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring up one name, and this is the only other name I can see them taking is a Peter Woods, and
I think it's early for him, in my
I think it's
opinion.
early for him too, but he's just been mocked at 10. I told Shane this. I don't know if I told P with this. I hate Peter Woods. I don't think he's going to be good in the NFL. I think he's going to be a bust. I just
I
don't
think
like
he's
him.
I think he's a late first round player. I think he's solid, but
Yes,
going
100%.
into this season, it was like the joke around like the Jets world is, oh great, we're tanking for Peter Woods. Like just just because going in, his draft class didn't look all that
So
great, but I think it's aging kind of well.
this is where this could be a trade out or it's Sonny Styles.
I see them taking a corner here. I think Mansour Delane would be
Okay,
would be an interesting pick.
I forgot about that one.
That's honestly I can see. Um,
So with
he
that,
sat out because of a torn ACL, but he's worthy of being of an exception in my opinion. His tape in 2024 was elite. And it happened in training in January, so he'll be ready in the spring.
you don't think that they take the I mean the same thing happened with Will Johnson. Remember that where he was supposed to be like a top 10 pick and he fell to the second round.
I do
Like
Well,
remember
Will
that.
Will
He,
Johnson has
he was,
chronic injury history.
yeah,
It's a little
he's
different.
been that
he
his
was
third, fourth injury here.
he was solid this year
And
too though.
who ended up taking him? I don't even
The
remember.
Cardinals.
And did
Cardinals.
he do anything at all this
Yeah,
year?
he was pretty good.
He was meh. He looked like where he got selected.
Right,
Well,
exactly. And having him mocked early, it would have totally been a bust pick for
So
some
are
reason.
we're going Mansour to Lane here?
I like Delaney here.
We like the lane.
yeah.
All right. All right. Well, this is Sunny Styles. This is
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Sunny
think
Styles.
Sonny
Yep.
Styles is a home run pick for
Yep.
Dallas. Sonny Styles, he is, in my opinion, one of the best players in the class at his position. I think he's the best linebacker. Um, I think that's pretty easy. He's 6'4". Some places have him at 6'5". Just hyper athletic, can read the field. He comes from a safety background. He's phenomenal in coverage. You can match him up against any running back, any receiver. He could keep up, even with some of the slot guys.
Six five two
He's
forty.
that kind of player.
Uh-huh. 6'5", 240, huge body. Um, can play all around the field. I think that's a great pick.
So with this one, I think if you guys watch the NFL honors, if you saw Matt Stafford say he's definitely coming back for next year. but
Yeah, I
Um,
think this is defense here. I have them
yeah,
going corner.
I have
yeah.
them
I
as
have them
well.
taking the other corner.
I like McCoy.
I have them going Jamar McCoy too.
I like McCoy
Yeah,
here.
I like McCoy.
The only thing is that maybe they take a shot on Ty Simpson to have him sit under a year of Matt Stafford because Matt Stafford's not playing more than another year.
Yeah, but you also want to think. I think they're in the position of like they want to win now.
Yeah,
Stafford, he he's coming back. We already know that,
yeah.
but I think they're going to want to surround him with the best team capable of winning this year.
And their
And I
offense,
think in order for that to happen, you can't just like punt the 13th pick.
right? Yeah, and their offense has been so hot. I think really they
Hmm.
need some help on defense here. They've been really successful with Puka. And is Tay still locked up? Do we know for?
Yeah, Tay's coming back.
Okay,
Yeah, he'll
They
be
said
back.
they did.
he was a great
So
motor in the backfield. But moving on to Baltimore, I see Mekhi Lemon getting taken here. I think that
I
pairing
agree.
with
really,
Lamar would be
okay.
kind of unbelievable to watch. Um,
I agree.
So the only actually hold on, let me make sure before I say something dumb. Okay. So the only
You won the
reason
Biletnikoff.
yeah, he did. The only reason is that this could end up being up to Zay Flowers. And it's
No,
I
no,
don't know.
no,
I
it's
think it
not.
might
No,
be.
it's not. Jordan Tyson is the most comparable to Zay Flowers. Jordan Tyson's the very athletic yards after catch guy. Mekhi Lemon is the get the fuck open, catch the ball,
yep,
get first downs, score touchdowns, and win you football games.
right.
Jordan Tyson is the best receiver in this class. I don't care what anyone says. This is a home run pick.
So here we go. So with the Bucks, this could be a lot of things. This could be anywhere from Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon and have an elite tight end threat, or we can go with Caleb Banks and match him up with Vita Vea, or they trade out,
I could
or
see him
they
trading out to go get a tight end because I think it's too early to take a tight end.
or I have them taking the Auburn edge, Keldrick Falk.
That's who I'm
Yeah,
thinking here. Keldrick Falk. His numbers against the pass is not great. He's not. I think he had 2 sacks this past year.
yeah,
He's not the best pass rusher, but he is just a monster.
Yeah,
You turn on his tape and any run to his side, it's locked down. Um, I think you're picking him for the tools. You're picking him for developing him into a pass rusher. Um, Keldrick Falk, I think it would be a good pick. They just may kind of be a little hesitant because a few years ago they did the same thing with Logan Hall,
right. And
if you
that,
remember, and he didn't turn out too well.
yeah.
Shane.
All right, take this one over, Shane. What are we thinking?
Um, I really think all signs point to Ty Simpson here. I'm saying that because Frank Reich, his quarterbacks have been really fast developers, just smart guys, and Ty Simpson fits that mold. Uh, he people say what they want about Ty Simpson. He threw 25 touchdowns and 4 picks, and people are so quick to say how he wasn't this, he wasn't that. Alabama surrounded him with nothing. Like
Mm.
Alabama could not run the ball. Their offensive line outside of Caden Proctor was meh. Like he was getting pressured a lot, and he was still delivering his balls on time and accurate. I
My
think Ty
biggest,
Simpson's the pick.
my biggest thing for Simpson there is his decision making. He's very he makes really good decisions with the football, and it shows with his touchdown to interception ratio. But I think he could pair really well with a guy like Garrett Wilson.
Mhm.
I think it's completely true. So with the lines, I think the next two picks, I think the Vikings are 100% going to take corner. I think that the Lions are going to take Cassius Howell. And the only reason I'm saying this is because, as we said yesterday, the other edge rusher, I forgot his name. Shane would have to remind me on the
Who?
Lions. On the Lions, that had 11
Oh,
sacks.
what's it? Al-Qadim Muhammad.
I think he is going to be going to another team. I think to match someone up with Aiden Hutchinson on the other edge. Obviously, he's not the biggest. He's 6'2", 255, but his first step is very good. His pass rush moves are very good. It's more of a okay. He's going to be more of a run in, and he can also cover the back end of the backfield. And I think this is just a home run hit for them. I think matching them up with Hutchinson is going to take more of the pressure off of Hutch. Will let him flourish.
Who's that?
Cassius Howe.
Cash out? Yeah, I can see it.
This is also a opportunity for them if they want to trade out or. But I think this is just if they're going to pick here, I think they're going to go the Cassius Howe route.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good one, man.
I think yeah, Minnesota definitely goes Terrell
Yeah,
here.
I think that's a lock. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like. I don't even know what to say. I think that's just a more one of the more okay. If he's there, you're taking him. No questions asked. That's it.
You think they trade out if he's not still on the board?
I mean,
Avion Terrell? I don't think so.
yeah, I agree with
I think they
Shane.
could take D tackle.
Yeah,
Um,
I
they
like Banks for them. I
Yeah, I
think
like Banks too. I think that Banks is a better prospect than Woods. I just hate Woods. I don't
I
know.
think people are going to be surprised. I think Woods is going to be one of the bigger slips this year.
Yeah,
I think Cade McDonald is going to be better than all
Yeah,
of them. Cade
I think
McDonald
McDonald.
is literally the Hulk on the football field.
That's a home run pick in my opinion to whoever gets him. We're
I'm
pretty
glad
much
you brought. I'm
from
glad you brought up Kaden McDonald
anywhere from
because
18 to 25. That's a home run pick with Caden McDonald.
so I'm glad you guys brought up Kaden McDonald because that's who I have the Panthers take at 19. This is
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. Pair him up with Derek Brown. I like it.
I
Be
think
awesome to watch.
I think it's more of a okay. I think Kaden McDonald has the higher ceiling than the other two. And we
See,
get to Dallas.
Peter Woods is a Jerry Jones pick.
I hate Peter Woods, and I think you're correct. I think he's a Jerry Jones pick. I
Um, I can see Kenyon Sadiq in play. Tight end from Oregon. He's more of a pass catching tight end. Shoddy's offense, they're very pass heavy. Dak Prescott's going to throw the ball probably 40 times a game.
Yep.
Um, I think Sadiq would bring another element of athleticism to the team that they just don't have at the tight end position. Um, their tight ends are fine as is, but I
Sounds.
think Kenyon Sadiq would be a solid pick for him.
I like that.
I could
I
yeah, I could also see them just picking D tackle and kind of solidifying that defense, which was really, really struggling at the start of
Yeah.
last year. But the D tackle position was kind of filled out when they traded for Quinn Williams.
Yep.
That's why I think
and
Sadiq would
Kenny
be
Clark.
would be a solid pick here.
So
Yep, Kenny Clark
I'm
too.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go in a different route here, and I'm going to replace Micah Parsons. I'm going to take
T.J.
TJ.
Parker.
I'm going to take TJ Parker. I don't. I agree with them saying we watched the Oregon Indiana game at P Dubs, and Kenyon Sadiq was just a monster. I do agree with it on that, and I think whatever team who gets him is going to get a steal because I think realistically he's a top 10 talent in this draft. I'm not
Hmm.
disagreeing, but the only thing is that they have Jake Ferguson, and Jake Ferguson had a really really good year. He had a really really strong start to the year, but then it kind of cooled down and all that. But I think
As
they
the
go.
offense as a whole did.
Yeah. So I'm thinking they stick with Ferguson. He's not that old, and I think they try to replace Micah Parsons. It's when I say try, I mean like get an edge rusher that can be decent because you can't replace Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, T.J. Parker could step into the league and play against the run right now.
Hmm.
Yes.
And Jerry Jones said he wants to get better against the run. I think T.J. Parker will be a great pick to fit that kind of mold. So I think T.J. Parker is a safe pick, and Sadiq's kind of that high
Yeah.
ceiling
Reach for
pick.
something
But
like that. Yeah.
I like TJ Parker because I think the Cowboys they really want to establish the floor. I feel like that's never established with the Cowboys. It's always, oh, they can be this, but they fall down to their weakest link. I think
100%.
TJ Parker would help solidify that defense.
100%.
What do you guys think here?
I could see Denzel Boston in
Yeah.
play.
That was my thought
Yeah,
too.
I was waiting for someone.
Um,
Yes, Denzel Boston is the D pick.
out of Washington.
But he's not my pick here. Um, I have Vega Ione from Penn State, the guard.
Interesting.
Vega Ione, he is like the meanest guard you could think of. Um, he's just a set the tone kind of player. They're losing. I know the Steelers are losing a guard,
Yes.
but he's just going to step in and contribute right away. He could be
Exactly.
an All Pro in two
Exactly.
years, and
He
no
feels that
one would bat an eye.
already. 100% agree.
I 100% believe. I 100% agree on that. I also don't think they're going to take Denzel Boston because I don't know if you guys know the height and weight, but he's 6'4" and over 200
Yeah, he's
pounds,
a big boy.
and they already have a DK
Really,
Metcalf.
inside, yeah, you kind of
But
need a
DK doesn't play that role. You know, DK,
safety.
the thing with DK Metcalf is it's kind of strange. He's this big body receiver. You think like, oh, throw him up the ball, he's gonna go get it. That's not his game. DK's like a short route, like a
He can
screen
run
guy. I
3 routes. He can run 3 routes. Like
Are we
don't
going? So we're going Vega. Are we going Vega here? We're
I
going
like
Vega.
Vega.
I
yeah.
like Vega too. Okay, so with the Chargers, I think this is where Peter Woods goes. I think he goes
Yeah.
22.
Time to learn Peter Woods, buddy.
Yep. Peter
Uh,
or Banks. I think
no,
either or.
I think they're just gonna go Peter Woods because I hate the Chargers and I just want them to draft Peter Woods.
I think Peter. Yeah, I think eventually he's going to get taken because he slips far enough, and somebody's going to be like, "All right, we got to take this guy." I think it could be the Chargers, but I also could see them going with Banks here.
Yeah.
Both solid options.
Shane
The
Tyler.
Chargers want an edge rusher to fall. There's not on the board here, so I think they go
Yeah,
D tackle.
Yeah,
we think which one?
I like
Woods or
Woods. I
Banks?
like Woods here. Yeah,
I like Woods.
All right, so this is where Sadiq falls. This they're gonna take him. They're gonna Dallas Goedert's old.
I don't
Give me
know.
Sadiq.
I don't
Give me
know.
Sadiq.
It
I
depends.
think it's
They
time.
if they ship out AJ Brown, they could very well take Denzel Boston.
Do we
I
know
don't think that would be
Is
crazy.
Dallas Goddard a free agent?
I don't believe so. I'll check that right now.
Yeah.
more. Every day it seems like more and more they're going to end up getting rid of Brown.
Yeah. Oh my God, he is. He's a free agent this year.
He is a free agent. Yeah,
I
so
that's
Sadiq
I
could
think
be
it's
the
Sadiq.
pick.
It's
Boston, I think either or
The
are good picks
the
for
only
him.
thing is Sadiq's he's really just a receiver, kind of that's labeled as a tight end.
yeah, yeah,
The Eagles want to run the ball. Sadiq's it limits kind of what you can do with the run game if you have Sadiq on the field.
yeah.
But
I just think it's like he's
I
falling
think
too
he's the
far.
best player on the board.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
he
he's falling too
provides no
far.
blocking value, but yeah, he really is a great receiving threat. And
And
especially if
honest,
they
yeah.
get rid of Brown, I could totally see that pick.
So with you guys saying he doesn't know how to block, obviously the Eagles have the best offensive line in the league. I think they'll teach him. Obviously, offensive line and tight end block
Yeah.
isn't really the same, but if you have someone like, or they could bring in
It
Jason
raises
Jackson.
his floor.
Yes,
Being next to Lane Johnson immediately raises your floor.
yes.
Being next to what's his name? The other
I'm bl-
tackle.
the one from Australia. Oh my God,
Yeah, left
what's
tackle.
his
Oh,
name?
Jordan Mailata
There it
immediately
is.
raises your floor.
There it is.
Yeah.
So this is where Denzel Boston goes.
The Browns?
Who do
I
we have?
think
Cleveland. Who do we have their first pick?
they went the edge rusher. Oh wait, no, they went they went Francis Malgo. Yeah, so this is where they go. Denzel Boston.
I
I
like the
think.
Boston. I like the
Yeah.
Boston pick here.
Boston adds into what we were saying too. Really see what you could get at Shadir.
Yeah, and I think he slipped here enough to where it'd be a good value pick there.
Okay,
Um,
so
Chicago.
it's Banks or it's Allen. C.J. Allen, the linebacker from Georgia. I think
Yeah, CJ Allen is a good player.
because as we sent in our group chat earlier, I don't know if you had the Jets picking up N'Kobe Dean, but I definitely had the Raiders taking N'Kobe Dean. I think he's going to have a huge market because he's a fast, twitchy linebacker. He's very good in the pass game, and he can get work in on the run game. Obviously, as everyone can, but he's not that
It's
good.
not the biggest guy.
Yes,
That's one
so
thing.
I
He's
think
not the
they
most
go.
athletic either.
So they could either, and they also, I don't think they take, I think they just take C.J. Allen here, or they take Caleb Banks, and I think that's it. I think
Yeah,
those are,
I could see kind of Caleb Banks a little more
Yeah,
yeah.
than CJ Allen.
I don't really see Banks still being on the board at 26 here. 26,
There,
it's Casey Conception through and
there it
through.
is.
Um,
You know,
his separation really impresses me, and we've seen what Josh can do with a guy who can separate really well. Even with 32-year-old Brandon Cooks, he was able to get him the ball, and it's the first receiver we will have had in years that really since Diggs that can separate, that has elite separation, and I think he'd pair really well with Allen. So I love Conception there at 26.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think I called Peewit as soon as the Bills lost like a day after, and I said Casey Conception. I think this is your guy, and if you guys don't trade this pick for AJ Brown, I think it's a perfect plug and play.
My only issue, not even issue, but we've got our solidified slot in Shakir, which there would
Mhm.
be, but Conception can play. You know, he can play a Z, he can play a Y. He doesn't necessarily have to play in the slot. So I love that pick there.
So with this pick,
I
if I
think
could,
this is a lock.
yeah,
Hmm.
I got Caleb Lamu. Trent Williams, he's going to be in his age 38 season. I think that this is kind of drafting the heir to the throne. He hasn't let up a sack since 2024. 6'6", 308 pounder. Um, Good feet. I think this has San Fran West Coast offense written all over it. I don't know
100%
about you
agree with you.
guys.
Love that pick.
I 100% agree with you. All right, so
You go Caden Proctor here. I mean, you got to get
I was gonna.
Stroud some help.
I was going to say CJ Allen.
I was gonna say CJ Allen as well.
Interesting.
I was gonna say they actually I wasn't gonna say CJ Allen. I was gonna say Christian Miller because they do have linebackers. They have Henry To'oTo'o, and they have Aziz Al-Shire. Aziz Al-Shire just turned 28, I believe, and I think he's still under contract. So I'm thinking D line, someone put next to Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter. Plug and plug and play. You know, he takes a load of the pressure off the kid for a late round, first round pick,
Hmm.
and
I love it on defense here.
especially being especially being next to one of the best defensive line in the league. I think this is a plug and play. It takes a ton of pressure off the kid, and it can help him flourish.
Yeah, that's not, I like that. I like that.
Okay, so P, this is where I would have Caden Proctor going.
Do you think he goes to LA?
I think he goes to LA. I think this is Caden Proctor is going to be one of, if not the best tackles in the draft.
I think this is
Totally
really
agree.
value getting him here as well.
I think between him and Lamu, and he has that. Sorry, I'm blanking. He has the seal. He has the highest. I'm blanking.
Ceiling,
Oh,
does he
there.
his
Thank you.
ceiling? Yeah.
Are
He's
we
not as
locked in?
ready, but yeah, he could absolutely be an all-star.
Obviously, I though Bama tackles kind of haunt me with Alex Leatherwood and everything, but
Yeah, I think this Denver pick here, I'm pretty certain CJ Allen, if he's on the board,
hmm
would be the guy. Just phenomenal against the run this year. He's been great against the pass every year of his college career. He wasn't that good against the pass this year. Um, I think I think it's kind of a wash. I think he's still good against the pass.
Yeah, totally.
I think Sean Payton would love CJ Allen too.
Absolutely.
Would kind of set the tone on that defense. Have him flying around with Hufanga. Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
so I think this is going to be just this one I have right here. I think it's going to go Monreal feeling. I think to have a tackle back to back drafts having Will Campbell and him, it screams Patriots. You want to protect Drake May at all cost. You want to. I mean, I don't really see them taking anyone else besides maybe trading out. Maybe someone comes back in, but I can't trade because I'm not paying for this. But
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
you could rule out corner because they signed Carlton Davis, and they also have
Gonzo's unreleased.
Gonzo.
There's no point in going
There's
corner.
no corner. I can see maybe someone trading up here. A lot of good corners on the board, but I think the pick is Freeling.
All right. So here's what I
Morgan Moses is really just that stopgap right tackle.
yes.
Draft Freeling, maybe re-sign Morgan Moses. Have Freeling sit behind and learn and step in.
Totally.
So with the Seahawks, they're going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow. But Tariq Woolen is a free agent. I think he's going to be going somewhere. I think he's going to get paid big money.
You think they go corner here?
I think they go with Keith Abney the second. I think he's going to jump up, and it's going. Now, I don't think it's going to surprise a lot of people, but I think that it's just Brandon Cease and Keith Abney are the same height and weight. They're both 6 foot, 190 pounds, but Abney just has a higher ceiling to me, and I think you just win the Super Bowl. You don't need you want to draft a corner with a higher ceiling. You can plug and play with the Seahawks defense, who is elite already.
I can
I,
see that.
Shane.
I like Mesidor here.
The
Edge
edge.
from
Yeah, that's
Miami.
yeah.
He played opposite of Ruben Bain. He is just a absolute freak off the ball. When you watch Ruben Bain highlights, you tend to look at the other edge and be like, "Wow, that guy's really good too."
Yeah.
Um, I think Mesidor is going to be a solid player. I think if you put him on a Mike McDonald defense, that raises it from already elite and kind of makes it even better. You
Yeah.
know, I think if Mesidor's on the board, you probably don't pass, or a team's going to try to call.
Yeah. I don't know if I necessarily see them reaching for a corner here.
You're back up.
Jets up.
Yeah, this is tough because all of my guys kind of are off the board here. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, you see, I personally, I can see them going Emmanuel Pregnone here,
Oh,
guard from Oregon. Yeah, sorry. He
oh,
just the attitude he plays with, the strength. He is such a good base. He doesn't get pushed off his base. Great footwork, good first step. I think Pregnon's the pick, and that this elevates like an already above average good offensive line to now. Okay, you guys could very well be top 10 at your
Yeah.
ceiling, maybe even top five.
Yeah. I like that pick a lot.
I wanted him at
And it
36,
protects
bro.
your young quarterback. I think Darren Muji's going to be like, wow, Joe Douglas got fired because he didn't protect his young
Yeah.
quarterback. You got
Especially
your
if you have
tackles.
Simpson.
You
Especially if
got your tackles. Yeah, John Simpson, as you said, and AVT. They're both free agents. I think AVT is going to take like a 2 year kind of deal. But I really do think you draft Pregno and set the tone.
yeah, totally. And if you draft Ty Simpson, I could totally see them pairing him there really well. Kind of like a Drake May. What's his name? I don't even. He was kind of
Will Campbell.
yeah, Will Campbell kind of situation here.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a great pick. I wanted him at 36. I think Pregnon is going to be the best guard in this draft class, and it's just I was so upset.
Him and Vega are so similar too.
yeah,
You turn on their tape, they play with the same intensity. They block through the whistle, which I love.
Who'd
They
you
they both feel like kind of can't miss guys.
who'd you have drafted in the thing you sent earlier?
I
Oh, you did have Pregnon drafted at 33. Damn
did.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
Cardinals, I got a pick here. If you
yeah.
yeah,
guys
I'm
if
Let's
you
hear
guys
it.
jumping
want me
on
to
here.
go first,
Yeah.
I got Jeremy Bernard, receiver from Alabama. Jeremy Bernard, if I had to describe him, he just doesn't drop the ball. Every ball thrown to him, he catches. He's one of the lowest drop rates in college football. He's 6'1". He's not small. He's not too big. He's just a good football player. Arizona needs good football players. I feel like Jeremy Bernard would step in and help out Kyler right away and be a good two to MHJ.
Maybe take some of the weight off of Marv as well because he's
Yep.
had some issues with drops.
Oh wait, yeah, but they also have Michael Wilson.
Michael
He's
Wilson's a three. Jeremy
he's
Bernard could be a
yeah.
three.
Yeah.
They have a new offensive minded head coach. I think they're going to want weapons.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking they go either in this for the Titans, they go either Keith or they go Mason Thomas. And I think,
I like
you
Keith.
know,
I
I was
I
gonna
like uh I like the Toledo safety, McNeil Warren. He's a true free safety. He's 6 foot. They have him listed, I think, at like 6'3",
yeah,
6'4",
I'm 6'2",
um,
202. That's
6'2"
definitely
there. But
that's definitely one.
he's skinny. He's just a center fielder. His range is sick. You turn on the tape and it looks like he could glide sideline to sideline easily. I think Salah is going to want that kind of guy on his defense.
Who'd we have that we had the Titans taking Ruben Bain, that's right. I don't even know why I said Mason
No,
Thomas.
no, we had the Titans taking David Bailey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. Oh, now I'm kind of lost because I really wanted Bregnon at 36. So you have a couple options here. You can go Chris Bell, 6'4". Have him fit in at wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1, depending on what you do with Alec Pierce, if you get him or not. I think he has some type of speed. I think the reason he's falling is because he's not as NFL ready as people think. But our offensive line is abysmal as fuck. We have 3 returning starters. We have a center, a right guard, and a left tackle. So that's why I really want Pregnon to come out to the left guard. But as you can see, our needs are basically everything. So you have two options. You can go Chris Bell or you can go Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas. And for Anthony Hill Jr., he's a 6'3", 240 linebacker. He's a big boy. Can't he is a very good run stuffer. He can come off the edge. He's more of I would compare him more of a Arvell Reese as just not as good. I think he
I
plays like
had him as a very good like a very good in pass coverage. I
when
thought
I
he was
watched
phenomenal in pass coverage.
him with some of the film, his footwork is great. It's just he doesn't trust his instincts. I can tell, but I think if you bring him in and you get the right D coordinator, that he'll be good. So if Pregnon falls, please God, please, I can't watch another year of Alex Kappa. But I think Anthony Hill Jr. is the pick here. Uh, yeah. This is Chris Bell. Actually, no, they just took Cardinal Tate. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
Yeah, they just took Cardinal Tate. I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Uh,
Keith Abney.
See Mason
yes.
Thomas, maybe.
No, I
Maybe
agree. I 100% agree with Shane. I think Giants fans are tired of Timothy Banks,
Hmm.
as I've heard, and we've heard Colin Johnson. Shane,
Yeah, Keith Abney, I think, is the pick here. Um, their corner slot, they kind of put a band-aid over it last offseason, Paulson and Debo. I think they're gonna look for a long-term fix this offseason. I think drafting a guy in the second round that probably shouldn't be here, Keith Abney, I think that's the way to go.
yeah. You guys have another. Oh, the Dallas second rounder. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so Texans are up. Um, what running backs are on the board? Because actually, no, they have Woody Marks. What am I talking about? This is more not. I think this is a trade out. I think they see that a lot of people are gone. I think their needs on the defensive side are mostly filled. They have safeties. They have everything they need. Now they're kind of looking for a starting center, like you said earlier. They're trying to look. They have Lermy Tunsil still. Actually, no, is he on the Texans?
yeah.
Laramie Tunsil, no, he's on
No,
the
he's on the Commanders,
Commanders
right?
Oh
now.
wait, yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. I think they're looking for a starting caliber lineman, and if it's not here, they trade out. Obviously, I can't trade out here, but we just took the D lineman, right? We took Banks for them in the first round, right? Right? What do you guys think?
What Texans pick?
Oh, they
We
took
got
Christian
them
Miller.
Christian Miller in the
Yeah, that's
first.
right. All right, what are we thinking here? Because I don't know because they don't need an edge rusher, they don't need a receiver, they don't need a quarterback. They do need a quarterback, Caleb. Shoot your shots, but
Yeah, this kind of looks like a trade out to
yeah.
me in all realities. But
You know what we
scroll
could
up a
do?
little bit.
Yeah, you know
I,
what we
I
could
could
do?
see maybe a Chris Bell. Christian
Yeah,
Kirk's going to be a free agent. Obviously you have Nico Collins. Tank Dell's coming off of an injury. You
Right.
don't know what you really have in him. I think Chris Bell could be a solid pick. My
all right.
only worry is that he's very similar to Nico Collins.
Yeah, that's like I think I agree with you. I think it's a trade out. I do think it's a trade out. What I was going to say is that I can take out a piece of paper and I can write what the trade's going to be and like who they trade out with, and then that way they'll come in and like do that. But if you guys want to just take it off, I'm down with that.
I think Chris Bell would
Yeah.
make sense.
Okay.
Tank Bell coming off. Tank Dell, sorry. Now you got Dell and Bell.
And we know Preston loves his Nico Collins.
I do love my Nico Collins.
So they have Denzel Boston and they have Francis Mount Go. So they have an edge and a tackle already. So
They have
let's
a
say,
wide receiver and tackle.
yeah, yeah.
Denzel Boston's a receiver,
Oh my
tackle.
god. Oh my god. So I love how it says QB needs is they need a QB, and I just hate shitters
Yeah,
here.
because Shadur
He's
really,
yeah, he's not that good. So again, this Browns team is is something. I mean, they have a good running back. They have two receivers now. They have a starting tackle as we just drafted, and they have Miles Garrett and Carson Schweitzer and Mason Graham and Denzel Ward. What they don't have is a safety, and I think this is where Dylan, whatever his last name is, I Thinneman. I
The
think they
safety out
take.
of Oregon. Yeah.
Yes, I
No,
think they take the safety
Well,
at
I don't
Oregon.
know. I could see
They
them taking another linebacker, having
Josh
him
Schroeder.
play next to Schlesinger and really just kind of solidifying the defense. We spent two firsts on offense already. I don't
mhm.
see them going offense.
You want to go?
Colton Hood is still on the board. That kind of makes it interesting. Um, I didn't realize he was still there. Keontae Scott's another great player. Um, I
This is
really
I
don't
this
think Colton Hood is going to be on the board this late.
really.
Um,
You think he's gonna
no.
go? You think he's gonna go earlier?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go right around that like Giants pick. I could see the Titans maybe looking at him,
Yeah,
but
I can. I think that you're right. I think.
I got Jake Allday from Cincinnati, linebacker. Just super athletic, plays the game the right way.
What's his name?
Gol.
There it is. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. I'm going with you on that because with the Browns. I stay. Shane
Thanks.
takeover. I'm not doing a Chiefs pick. Yeah,
Chiefs.
I refuse.
Maybe an edge here.
Yeah, I think our Mason Thomas would be kind of a run to the podium pick.
Yeah.
You really can't go wrong. The Chiefs, as you know, Karlaftis is solid, but he's no kind of get home guy. I think
Mhm.
they're gonna want that kind of player.
I think they're gonna lose Leo Chanel. That's gonna happen. So maybe they went a linebacker, but I do think Mason Thomas is going to be the pick there. They love to trade out of the picks because they think they have the greatest roster on demand. So who knows?
Yeah. Another thing with our Mason Thomas, he lines up primarily outside the tackle. Um, I think the Chiefs are gonna like that. Kind of get him rushing from different spots. They don't have that kind of rusher right now. So I think that would be a good pick, kind of, so they could scheme up their defense a little different.
So with the Bengals, I think that they're going to go defense again because their defense is awful, as we noted.
I
Who
think
do
the
we have?
safety at Oregon, it's his time.
Who do we have? Who do we have in the first round?
They took,
Yeah, I could see Kamari Ramsey as well, safety from UFC.
Yeah,
I
I
liked
think
I like Tiedemann more
so do I.
personally.
So
mhm.
do I. I
I
like the
would,
Sharpie one.
yeah, I liked Tiedemann here.
The only thing is with the Bengals is that they're so unpredictable when it comes to drafting. Is they might just take another fucking receiver because they're just the like
Yeah, their ownership is just kind of ridiculous.
I like I like Thieneman. I think he's going to be a very good player in this league. I think they're tired of watching Jordan battle. I don't think
He's
they want.
phenomenal in the playoffs
Yeah.
too.
All right. We
This
go
is
to the
where I want
Saints.
Buffalo to trade up and go get Gabe Jacobs.
Yeah,
Oh,
We,
you want? Oh,
yeah.
this is.
we just Noise defensive tackle coach or defensive line coach. Anyways, I think there's obviously we can't trade up, but I would love
I
that
think
one.
that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But for the Saints here,
I could see them taking Lawson, linebacker from
yeah,
Bama.
yeah, I like that.
Demario Davis could kind of groom him a little bit.
I like that.
Demario may be a free
I
agent,
think he's a free agent. That's what I was gonna say. I think he's a
so
free agent. I think he's
I,
definitely.
I could see them going linebacker here.
I
I like
think you're right. I think you're 100% right. This
my
is where I think your boy goes, Shane. I think this is
So
where Colton. I think this is where Colton Hood goes. I think this is the perfect environment for him to thrive. They need a cornerback one. They need a
who do we
cornerback.
have them? Who do we have Miami taken before?
Oh, do we have them taking a corner? No. Oh, they
I'm
took
not
Mason
sure.
Rudolph. That's right. But if like you said, it's like what the Eagles did with Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell. If it's too good to pass up, it's too good to pass
yeah,
up. I love Colton Hood. Yeah, I know you love Colton Hood. But if you have someone else, you just like tell me.
Let him
I'm
develop.
serious.
Yeah, I like that pick here a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
I
listening to
don't
you.
even see him still being on the board realistically here, but
I think he goes way earlier.
yeah,
All right. This is a run to the podium pick. AJ Halsey, safety from LSU. Um, Kind of a little scarred of
passing.
LSU safeties, but AJ Halsey, 5'11", 215, just so stout against the run. He can come in and play that kind of box safety role. He can come in your nickel packages, be that strong safety rotating into the box, playing the run, which Aaron Glenn loves. If you look at a guy like Brian Branch, I really think Halsey's kind of. You have Halsey, and we also have Malachi Moore.
I love Malachi
Malachi
Moore.
Moore, I think, could be your slot corner. And then you have
Ooh,
Halsey play that kind of nickel role.
I like that. I love. I like. We went to the Pats game. I told you how much I like Malachi Moore. I think he's going to be
He's a
a
good player.
stud.
That
I
was a
think he's going to
steal
be.
of the draft.
I think he's going to be a stud in this league. All right.
Baltimore. Who do we have Baltimore taking round one? They take an
They
edge.
went. They went. They
Oh, they took
went.
Lemon, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So their defense
I think they
is.
took a defensive pick here.
Their
Um,
defense
I
is
could see
something.
Gabe
I agree.
Jacobs. I could see Gabe Jacobs going off the board here. Um,
So who they have?
don't need a lot of work in the secondary, which is why I don't see them taking.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they go edge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're all in agreement. I think they go
I
get
got LT Overton.
really.
I'd
Yeah,
love him for Buffalo. I really wanted him for Buffalo. Um,
I
I
press. I think your dream. I could
yeah,
see
that was
Jake is sliding to Buffalo. Um, I think Overton would be the pick here.
yeah, I have Jacobs in my mock here sliding, so it definitely could be possible.
oh my god, 6'5"
People
But I
see
also have Overton
Alabama.
sliding, so
People see Alabama and edge rusher,
you
and
kind of
we'll
go
do what it takes.
exactly.
Hold on.
Tampa. All right. Um, I can see
They
them
could
taking
really
Eli
do anything.
Sowers out of Vanderbilt here. I don't hate
I
that
think
pick.
that's a great pick.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that you don't need to explain that. Eli Stowers is going to be a good player in this league. Why does it feel the Colts need a quarterback?
Well, I mean,
Because Daniel Jones is a free agent.
Oh, he's gonna get re-signed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this like they re-signed Jones and all that. So I'm gonna say they are going
Zion.
Baltimore.
I like Zion Young. That's what I was going to say too. Put him out on the other side of Laiatu Latu.
Hmm.
I like it.
Wow, they have Josiah Trotter low. Wow,
Trotter's raw.
I know.
Trotter's raw. He's not good against the pass.
I
He's a
think
good run defender, but
I
he
think
really struggled.
we're going Zion here, right?
Yeah.
I like
I
Zion Young here.
the only reason why I think that I just like Jeremiah Trotter. I think he's athletic. That's why I like him. He's an athletic linebacker, and it's hard.
He's strong.
You
He's
can't
very
teach
strong.
you can't you can teach pass coverage, you can teach run, but you can't teach size.
I could see
Yeah.
Atlanta taking Brandon Sissy. I don't even know how it's pronounced, but
Yeah, I agree.
I could see them taking him here.
Okay,
Minnesota.
so this is where I have the first running back or the second running back of the draft go, and it's another Notre Dame running back. I have them going Jaden Pierce. I think they're tired of. I think they're done with Aaron Jones. I think Jordan Mason's going to go. I think this is where they either trade down or I think they take a shot and take Jaden Pierce. He was a very good plug and play for Notre Dame. It didn't really look like obviously Jeremiah Love is Jeremiah Love, but it didn't look like it was really there. He missed a beat when he was in. I think this is where they take a shot. They already have certified. They have a good defense. You need to help a nine out as much as possible.
I could see Keontae Scott going here. Um, do we know if Flores is coming back?
He is. He signed a 3-year
He
deal.
is. Yeah, I really could see Keontae Scott being the pick. He had a phenomenal playoff run. He was kind of the bandit in that defense, lining up, taking away your best receiver. Um, getting suspended, not being able to play the first half of the college football championship. But I like Keontae Scott.
So this is where Caleb Tierman
Yep, I
goes. I
like Caleb
think.
Tierman
I
here.
think Dan Skipper just retired.
Yep,
Obviously, the other guy is old. I forgot his name, but to put him on the other side of Penn Sewell and having Penn Sewell kind of mentor him,
love that. I think
I
this is a
think
great.
this is. I think this is a home run pick. I think he's a very underscouted person, underscouted guy, just because of Northwestern doesn't really get a lot of looks.
Mhm.
He's 6'7",
Huge, huge body.
325.
Wait, how tall is he?
He's 6'7". Oh my god.
Yep, he's the pick. All right, pick him.
Pick up
Wait, hold on. How tall is he, Shane?
I think he's like 6'7".
6 or 7. Um,
Yeah.
All right, sorry, people.
I'm not sorry. 6'7". Let's
I
go.
like Lee Hunter. I like either the Lee Hunter or height out of this. Either of the
I
either
agree with I
guys.
agree with you on Lee Hunter. I agree with you on Lee Hunter, or they go Dante Corlin, I think. Oh wait, no, we don't need a D lineman.
I think we
We
had him
took a D lineman.
taken.
We
Oh,
took a
did
D
we?
lineman.
Okay.
Yes, we took the Katie McDonald.
Hmm.
We don't,
Go
we don't,
to a
Well,
receiver.
yeah, I was gonna say I think they're gonna take a receiver. I don't know. I don't know about receiver. I think they're gonna.
that's a bit of a reach.
It's not that. It's the fact they have.
Elijah Surratt is going to
Yeah.
go around this range.
The
I,
only
I
thing
think that's
is,
possible.
I think the only thing is with the Panthers is that I think they're going to try to get enough out of and see if this is like Xavier Leggett's year. They obviously have Jalen Coker who has been showing up. He's the wide receiver 3. You have Tedero McMillan as wide receiver 1. I think their wide receiver room is kind of filled up. I don't think that. I just don't see him taking a receiver here. I think they go. I think they're going to focus more on. I don't know. I think they go with maybe a corner, help JC Horn out. I think maybe they go with an edge. I think this is where maybe this is Gabe Jacobs' lane.
I see an edge before a corner.
The Shane, this is totally. I'm gonna listen to you on this. If you think they're gonna take a receiver, I'll take a receiver.
Yeah, I can see Pons going here as well. Pons can plug in and play that nickel role for this Carolina defense, which needs kind of some help. Um, I think that pick would make a lot of sense. I think around this range is when you're going to see teams move up and go get their guy. Right in this range, you always have the second rounder who every team has a guy that they swear is better
Yeah,
than everyone on the board in the
right.
second round.
Uh-huh.
I think you're going to see a lot of move ups. So this may not be exactly. I don't think obviously every team in this range is gonna be picking here, but I think
I agree.
Pons, with the way the board fell, I think Pons would make a lot of sense.
I agree. And we get to them. I think this is a perfect thing that you said. I think they're gonna trade out. I think, but we can't trade them out. Obviously, I'll pay for it whenever if we do another mock draft. But I think this is Chris Johnson territory. I think they need a corner. Jair Alexander is obviously not there anymore, and he hasn't been that guy when he was there for like the last 1 or 2 years because of injuries. I think they really do need a corner. I think this is where Chris Johnson goes if they decide to stay at 52.
Realistically, I see Buffalo trading up here to go get Jacobs.
You really love Jacobs.
I do. I really love him, but I don't know if he'll fall to us at 60. Is
I
my
think I agree with Shane. Gabe Jacobs will fall. I think he's going to be surprised by a lot of people. I think it's just because he's coming from Illinois and there's just higher needs. I mean,
yeah.
edge rushers aren't
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
You think he
I
falls 8 more spots here?
I think he falls 8 more spots. Unless unforeseeable, I'm like okay, never mind. They're taking
I
him.
could see Derek Moore in play at this pick. The guy who had 11 sacks for Michigan.
Yes,
The knock on him is he's a little undersized, but he just finds a way to get home. Micah Parsons coming off injury.
that's true.
Rashawn Gary aging a little bit. I could see them wanting to add some ammunition.
Yeah.
Um,
I
So
don't mind.
I think that would be a
you
solid
think
pick.
you think they go Derek Moore over Chris Johnson?
Yeah, yeah, I think they do. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Chris Johnson would be a great pick,
Yeah,
though. So honestly, I do think if Chris Johnson and Dark Moore are both on the board here, I could see them probably leaning a little more to Chris Johnson to
Okay.
fill that hole.
yeah. I
But if
mean,
we're looking at best player, it may just be Dark Moore.
You tell me which one to go for, and I'll go for it.
I think Chris Johnson.
yeah.
Okay.
They really do need a corner.
We get to them,
That
and
this
this
kind
is
of dangerous territory teams get into. They come up on the board and they need a position. They don't really love the guy, but they still take him. That's how you
so
see bet
this.
like
Yeah.
players like Malachi Corley being taken.
Yeah. This is where. This is where. Wait, Malachi Corley.
Malachi Corley, Jets legend, dropping the ball on the
Oh
goal
my
line against the
God,
Texans
dude.
Thursday night football on
Oh,
Halloween. The game I was at, that was brutal,
dude, I'm
brutal.
shot. I thought you said. I thought it was Malachi
Garrett Wilson
Tony.
made this catch in that game to make up for it.
Unreal.
So I think this
Um,
is where. This is where Elijah Tarrant goes. I think they need a
I agree.
receiver. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think this is where he goes. I obviously I watched a lot of Indiana because a lot of Indiana after we secured the first pick.
I don't
I
know what this
think
guy's doing.
okay. You know who I think is going to be a very good steal? I think Charlie Becker is going to be a very good late round steal. That kid screams.
Mendoza, boy, he's if Mendoza, well, not if when Mendoza gets taken by the Raiders, the sixth round, the Raiders
Yep.
should just take Charlie
They're
Becker no
just yep.
matter
You
what.
think he's gonna
Get
fall
bring
all
in
the way
this
to the
boy.
sixth?
Strictly
All
for
right,
Mendoza, they're gonna do it. All right.
Wait,
maybe the fifth.
dude, oh my, no, I think he's going around the fourth. I think it's just
You
because
think?
I think just because he had very strong playoff flush. I know. I think we talked about this where he didn't really come into play until like week 7. He didn't really do anything.
All right. Make
He
the
was more
He's
Surratt.
kind of a
consistent.
product of the offense a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
too. Big play guy, but Surratt's the pick here.
Yep.
He's going to be the first Indiana receiver off the board. He had the best hands. I feel like anytime Mendoza threw like a 50-50 ball, Surratt came down with it. I think that's a trait Pittsburgh's going to want.
Hmm.
Did we take Sadiq for the Eagles? Right.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so I think they go edge rusher here.
Yep. I like that.
I think they already
Yeah.
have their D line. I think they already have their 2 inner D linemen set. I think they have Carter and Davis. You can't beat that. I
Jalen
think
Phillips is a free agent.
Jalen Phillips is a free agent. I think they go edge. I don't think they can bring back Jalen Phillips. I think they don't have enough cap
Derek Moore,
space.
baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
Derek
sorry, I
Moore
blanked.
a lot.
I blanked. I'm sorry, I blanked. I agree with you on Derek Moore. I think he is a little undersized, but he's kind of twitchy. He's very fast for an edge rusher, so I think that will help him a lot, especially
He
learning.
just
And
finds a
especially,
way to get home. He doesn't have the
yeah,
sexiest pass rush moves, but he just gets home.
especially being next
The
to Jalen
Eagles love
Carter.
that.
Yeah, especially being
Yeah.
next to Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Utica legend, by the
Mhm.
way, Jordan Davis.
Oh God. I can see Lee Hunter here.
I like Lee Hunter.
I like
Did we
that pick.
take? Did we
Yeah.
take? Didn't we take Peter Woods in the first round?
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did. Okay.
Did we?
Yeah, we did because I was like celebrating when they took Peter
Yeah,
Woods.
they could double dip.
Oh. The tank for Peter Woods has been achieved.
Oh my Trinidad 6'7".
Oh,
Oh my God. All right. Bang out these last picks, Higgins.
I think Shane's right where a lot of people are going to be trading now, and I
Yeah,
think
there's going to be a lot of movement for sure. Um,
so with this
I
pick,
wouldn't rule out running back here. Jadarian Price from Notre Dame
I
could be
think
a
you're
guy
right.
they look at. Kind of give Hampton a little backbone, someone you could rely on.
I just want to look at his
That would probably be my pick
yeah,
here.
I like that.
I think you're right. I think they go more of. I think the two-headed backfield is becoming more and more popular.
Especially coming off of an injury with Hampton, you kind of want to give him some split carries here, maybe.
Who did the Jaguars? Who did we have the Jaguars take in the first round, or they didn't have first round pick?
Um,
I don't think they had a first round pick.
I don't think
They
they do.
didn't. They didn't. Okay.
They got Hunter with it.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, they traded a
Right.
bag for Hunter.
Perfect. I think this is where Lee Hunter goes. Another hunter. Another hunter. But I think this is where Lee Hunter goes. I think they take a D lineman. I think this is a lock, unless you guys have or Dante Corlin.
I
I
don't
am
mind.
here. This is Shane. This is I'm trusting you on this.
Yeah, Lee Hunter on the board here. I think the Jaguars would see him on board right away, give him a call. Um, Lee Hunter could very well go in the early 40s. Him being here in the 50s and the Jaguars wanting some D line help, I think he's the pick. Maybe they like Corleone more. Obviously, we don't know that.
Yeah.
Um, Lee Hunter is the better evaluated prospect to this
Yeah.
point, though. So I think he's the pick.
So I think this is,
Chicago.
I think Trotter. I like Trotter a lot, so I'm going to be saying him. But I think. Oh wait, no, we draft.
Yeah.
I got Kamari Ramsey here, safety from
Mm.
USC. Once again, he's a guy who slipped a little bit. I can see him going as early as late first. Um,
Yes, I didn't see him.
I think he's just a safety who's not afraid to get his hands dirty, play the run. He's also smart in zone. You can play some more cover one looks with him. I think he would be a
Yep.
good pick for that Chicago defense, who
I
I
think
believe
you're
is
right.
losing Brisker.
Are
I
they
like.
losing? I thought Brisker has another year. I thought they were going to pair him with him. I thought they re-signed Brisker, right?
Did
Look it
they?
up on that.
Let's
Look it
see.
up. Look it up. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah. Jaquan Brisker. Either way, though, they kind of want some safety help.
Yeah, I mean pairing him with Brisker is going to like it takes a lot of pressure off the kid.
Yeah, let's see, spot track. He is a UFA.
Ooh, okay. I think he gets brought back though. I think he loves the Bears. I think he's going to get brought back.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get some money though.
Speaking of that, did you guys see that George Pickens is getting franchise tagged?
What?
Yeah,
As of when?
Schefter tweeted it.
Wow.
That's
I
gonna
wonder if they.
near
It's
30.
it's 30. It's $28 million.
Yeah.
So
I think that's actually smart for Dallas, just because I don't know why. I just get like Ayuk vibes from
It hasn't
Pickens.
happened yet. It's
no,
expect.
yeah, it's expect they can't do anything until after. But that's yeah. That's basically saying it
Yeah,
gives him
I
time.
could see Dallas sign to a franchise tag because George Pickens, he's going to be playing for a contract. He just had his best year when he was playing for a contract.
Right.
I
But
think maybe you want to see another year of production, get an extension done like week 4.
100%. Yeah, I need to see this isn't just a one and done year from him last year. If he starts hot, even by, yeah, like you said, week 4, I could totally
Yeah,
see them extending him.
and
But
I
I
can see
think
Jerry Jones being like, dude, stop being an idiot. Like, prove to me like you're not going to be an idiot off the field, and
mhm,
you'll get signed.
totally.
So this is where for the 49ers, we're gonna go. I have a Romeo height here. I think Joey Bosa is getting up there in age. Or Nick Bosa, sorry, Nick Bosa's getting up there in age. He towards ACL again. I think he's getting the injury bug has already bugged him. I think to mentor a young edge rusher and sort of like take over the realm. I think this is a perfect pick.
I like it.
Shane,
What's that?
Romeo height.
Yeah, Romello height,
Live
he's
around
solid, 6'3", 240. He
him.
graded out very well. He was actually the highest graded PFF edge, first out of 851. Played 500 snaps too. Very consistent. 56 pressures that landed him sixth in the total class. The only question is kind of his comp. He had his best games against teams I really could barely name. His worst games were against the better teams, Oregon, Arizona State, Arizona. But
Mhm.
Romello Height, I think he would be the pick here. You're kind of picking him for how solid and just baseline he was.
Yep.
All right, so pick before the Bills pick, I think we go Gabe Jacobs. So I think he just gets taken at 59. But actually we already took a receiver and we took Christian Miller. So again, this could be another trade out. I think uh what maybe
I
if
can
they
see him
try
taking tackle maybe.
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, I didn't even see this. Connor Liu, they can get a plug. They need this is the first center I think we've seen. I think obviously it says I need a center. I think we
I
took a
think
tackle. We
we
took
go
Lomu.
here, either
We
tackle.
took we took Lomu in the first round. Shane,
Huh?
we took Lomu for them.
Oh, he did? Okay,
Yes.
cool, cool.
So I think they go.
Um,
I think they go center here. I think they go double down on offensive line, protect C.J. Stroud, who was abysmal to say the least in the playoffs.
in the playoffs, yeah,
So
but
I
we'll
think if you
see. Can
protect
he
him,
bounce back?
you get a receiver for him. It's like it's. I know it's tripling down on offense, but obviously you don't want to mess with that defense. They have literally no holes. I can't. I maybe D tackle too, maybe, but I think
They'll
first.
make their upgrades.
Yeah, so I think we go Connor Lou here. If anyone's got an objection,
Nope. Love it.
Shane, you got someone else in mind?
I like it.
All right, all right, Preston,
Yep.
get your man.
Gabe Jacobs through and through
Yes,
here. He's still on
you
the
got it.
board.
You
The
got your
pair
guy.
is Jameson coming out of Illinois. Both of them, I think they would pair really well. And I'm looking. We're looking for a nice edge rusher here, and I really think if he drops, Bean's gonna take him there.
So this is where it gets messy. I think the Rams are going to take Trinidad here.
I don't think so. I
Really, I just
I
thought.
don't think so.
I
I
just
think Trinidad's gonna fall later down. I think there's a real reason he's pushing to go back to college. He's gonna be in front of that tape measure. He's gonna step on the scale. Teams are immediately gonna get scared.
Yep.
Also, another thing too, smaller quarterbacks in the NFL, you look at guys like, for example, Drew Brees, stepping down a little bit, Bryce Young, like currently. They throw the ball with they don't zip the ball in the middle of the field. That's Trinidad Chambliss' problem, that he kind of got caught with early on. Also, he's 1 year of production at the D1 level at Ole Miss. He played 2 years of D2 football. Um, but Trinidad Chambliss, he just all he does is throw line drives. I think he's gonna take a lot of coaching if there was a team to do it. It could be in LA, it could be in Minnesota. I think Minnesota's probably the team he'll fall to. Um,
I just don't
I,
see
I
him being
I
taken.
don't see the Rams going with him this high. I
No,
feel like
that's yeah,
he doesn't fit the mold that they look for, if that makes
exactly.
sense.
I can see him going to LA absolutely, but I think you could get him in the fourth round. I don't really see a reason to take him in this with your second round pick here.
Yeah, like why is he fighting so hard to go back to college?
Right,
Why do you think so?
right. Hmm.
That his
yeah.
agents know what teams think of him. If the teams really thought that highly of him, he was going to get first round money. He would have declared a month
Yep.
ago.
I
You
think the
know,
Rams take the tackle out of Arizona State here.
See, I was going to say that, but they also took Caden Proctor in the first round. We have
Oh,
to
that's
think.
true. We did take Proctor. Um,
don't rule out receiver. Devontae Adams getting old. They
yeah,
could very well go Omar Cooper.
yeah,
Puka Nacua also like loves to get hurt. I don't
Local
think that would
bar.
be it.
Yo,
yeah.
I don't
CBS.
think that would be a
CBS
crazy
sponsor
pick.
us.
Omar Cooper, like it. Make the pick, Higgins.
Sorry, CVS sponsor us. I go through like 16 of these a year.
What's that?
My pride and joy. No spray.
That's disgusting. Right.
So this is where I can see a Josiah Trotter going. I think I'm just gonna keep saying it till someone agrees with me. I love Josiah Trotter. I think he's an overall prospect. I think the Broncos defense
Yeah,
is
but
gonna.
Broncos already got a linebacker. They don't need him.
I
Hmm.
mean, they have Alex Singleton, who was like 20.
No, but we had them picking CJ Allen,
Oh my God, that's right. Oh, dude.
and they're very similar.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Uh, I don't know. I mean,
I think Big Orange is in play. Just because JFM is a free agent,
Hmm.
they're gonna want to keep that D line stout. I think
that's
this is the range you get those guys that just plug in and clog holes. He's big boy, 6'4",
Dominique,
325.
Dominique.
He's literally the JFM build. Can
who
play
was
D
the
tackle. He's athletic enough too to play like a three tech, but you can plug him right in the zero and he'll hold his own clog gaps.
who was the tackle that cut by the guy? I mean, who's the D lineman that got cut by the Bucks? Who was really really fat? Who's from Florida?
Oh yeah, that 450
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Oh man, you
And
see they
They
had
had
bro
him
the
walking around
media had him.
camp.
Yeah, the media violated him. They were taking pictures of him like holding his helmet
Yeah. Oh
and
my
like
heart. I felt so bad for him. They just had him like walking laps around the field during training camp last year. They wouldn't even let him
Yeah,
practice.
I don't blame, but people are like, oh, why would Tampa Bay take him just to do this? It's like, I think that number one, he was an undrafted free agent.
Mhm.
So that means he kind of picked Tampa
Yeah.
Bay.
Yeah.
Um, and also it's like you if you threw him out there, he would get winded in like
Yeah.
one snap.
Yeah. Really.
You can't have that. They put the weight restriction on him. Not the weight restriction, but like you got to get down to this
Yeah.
weight. I don't think that was crazy. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just me.
All right. Who do we have New England taking here?
Who did we have the Pats taking? And they first, we had more. Okay, so they took a
Tackle.
tackle. Okay. So oops, sorry. You guys see Joshua Joseph's come here. I think, and any way to help that defense. Help the
Yeah,
defense.
I don't
I think.
mind, or
I
or a
think.
or a Josiah Trotter maybe. I don't mind an edge or a
Oh,
backer
don't
here.
say that name. I'll jump on it right now.
I could see a Josiah Trotter right here, actually. I think that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have
I'm jumping on the train.
Spillane.
I'm jumping
They
on the
have
train. Let's go.
Spillane, who's an older guy. Gibbons is a restricted free agent this year. He's going to come back, but Josiah Trotter's a better
I think
prospect than he
Spillane
is.
is too. I think they signed. Oh no, they signed him to a 2 year deal.
Yeah,
Raider
but
legend,
Spillane's
by the
old, and
way.
he plays like 5 games. He plays 5 games a year.
Yep, Raider legend, by the
Is
way.
that Notre Dame running back off the board?
Yes,
We
they're
somebody.
not.
With
Why would
the
they?
Chargers taking him.
Okay, that's
But
right.
why would? Yeah, but the Seahawks are gonna re-sign K9. It's gonna happen.
I don't know. It would be interesting.
Who'd we have the Seahawks taking earlier?
They took
Oh, they took the edge. Okay. So maybe they take a Chandler Rivers here, or they take a corner because I do think Tariq Woolen's gone. I think actually, oh, Will Lee's Xavier Scott's still here.
you could hold off though till round 3 to take a corner.
Hmm. I don't know. I like Xavier. Shane, this is your call. This is your pick.
What,
This is
Seattle?
yeah. I'm giving it to you. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they could go.
We give
They
him a
only have one
tackle.
second rounder this year, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see him going corner here. Um,
Rivers.
Pull up corners. Yeah, Chandler Rivers would make sense. Open up his valuation.
He's 5'10". The only thing is that I
Five
think they're going
five
to
ten
want
one
to.
eighty five.
Yeah, I think they might want to go with a bigger, bulkier, taller
Uh,
corner because they're going to be losing Tariq Woolen, who's like 6'4".
yeah,
If you know what I mean.
Will Lee. He's
Lee.
falling off board. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
think I think it's between Will Lee and Daylon Everett. I do see
Everett's
Will.
probably the pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm picking
so
Everett over Lee.
so with Will Lee is that you said he was slipping. He was projected to go late first round, really early in the year, but
Yep.
he's been slipping and slipping and slipping, and I don't know. So this is the first round. I don't know where the second round is. Oh wait, do we go down? Nope.
Scroll
So
up.
so this is the first
Uh,
round. You guys want to let us know how we did? If you guys have any other things you want, other teams taking other players, trading up, trading down, leave down in the comments. DM us anything. We're happy to listen to all suggestions and any. So
mhm.
obviously
Yeah,
we're going to be
check out our Instagram. We're gonna be active on there.
Yep.
We're gonna
We'll be
have a
setting up
TikTok
the
coming
yeah.
soon.
hmm we'll be the
We're gonna
small
have a
short form clipping content, compilation
mhm.
stuff. But yeah, we'll be pushing a bunch of content. We're trying to do 3, 4 episodes a week, and
yeah. I think our next episode is going to be Monday after Super Bowl. We're gonna do Super Bowl reactions, and we're gonna think about what's going on, who we think's how we thought about it. We're gonna bring up
hopefully
what plays.
free agency news by then.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we did really well. I think this was a good episode.
Yeah, expect a video coming out, like some late round gems, just a few guys we all really like throughout the
Yep.
process that are going to be kind of under the radar, not in the first 2 rounds, either day two, um, late day three picks that we think can make an impact. Also, I'm going to be making a video about the Frank Reich hire, kind of what that offense could look like, possible quarterback fits. We talked a little bit with Ty Simpson today. he's going to be a little part of that, but we got some more. So expect a Jets video. Preston, I'm
Yep.
sure, has got
I
some
think
Bills
yeah,
ideas.
yeah, I think I'll do a little video on the recent hires. I mean, we've pretty much gutted the entire coaching staff here and have made a lot of new hires. So I'll be breaking down some of those hires and what I am thinking for the upcoming season as well. And Aiden, I'm sure you have some Raider topics you may want to cover. So yeah, you'll see some individual videos from us as well. But for the most part, it'll be a lot of three-person analytics and pumping out
This,
content. So
Hmm.
this is the trio. This is the hosts. This is what we're excited. We want to pump out a bunch of content. We want to see where this thing goes. We're really excited. Uh, as you guys can tell, we are really in the NFL. It's, I'm, it's kind of one
Yeah,
of
we've
my.
been watching since a kid, playing since a kid. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.